everybody, it's me, Myra, at Down Home Money, a simple approach to financial freedom. I hope you're doing well. It's a new day, new set, new everything. I'm excited to be with you. If you haven't ever been on my channel before, my name is Myra Oliver, and I believe in financial freedom. I believe that everyone can have financial freedom. So I started a YouTube in 2020. With COVID was going on, I was bored, I was sitting at home, and I thought, what could I do to make a difference? And I had just written a book called Down Home Money, a simple approach to financial freedom. So I knew that every human being can have financial freedom. And the difference is that people say to me all the time, well, you make a lot of money, that's why you have financial freedom. That is not true. I became financially free as a hairstylist doing $5 haircuts. So whenever anybody says that to me, I'm always like, you know what? We can all make excuses and not get results, or we can all be determined that we are going to move forward in our lives, make the necessary changes we need to make, and go make it happen. The only person responsible for your destiny is you. And the reason I'm where I am today is because of great decisions I made in my 20s and 30s. And that is why I want to come to you today, especially because, look what's going on in our economy. And I feel really sorry for the 20s and 30-year-olds right now because they haven't seen a shift in the market that we're getting ready to have. And I think it's important that we share what made a difference for us so that you can get prepared. And I want to give you today, 3 things to get in order so that you can be okay. Matter of fact, maybe you can thrive in this market. The Fed has got to raise interest rates. As they raise interest rates, you're going to watch your home values. If you own a home, your home value will start to go down, because what happens is that every time there's a full 1% rate raise, real estate market, and it's historic in the history of the real estate market, will go down 10% in value. And we're already seeing it. Our inventory in real estate is moving up. We're seeing a lot more houses come on the market. So get ready. And if you have, I'll tell you, if you watched last week's video, and I'll put it up here in case you didn't see it, I sold my home. I sold my home that I bought in 2009. And that was the worst of the market. We had the big crash, the financial crisis. And I bought it, and I got it for $425,000, which was a lot of money in 2009. It was really why the house hadn't sold, because of our area, where at that time the median house price was maybe $200,000, if not $175,000. And because of that, $425,000 was really high. We took a risk because what we've learned, because we've gone through several of these market shifts, we have learned that you buy whenever, I love what Warren Buffett says. Warren Buffett says, be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful. And that is the truth. That is some of the best advice. If you don't get anything from this video, take Warren Buffett and what he said and use that in your own life. And because right now we're seeing a dip in the real estate market. The real estate market has a lag. So you won't see it for 30 to 60 days. We see it because I sell real estate. I own a real estate franchise. So I'm already seeing it because I get to see a bigger picture. You are still looking that you maybe have 2 houses or 1 house in your neighborhood and they have multiple offers. But remember, there's a 30 to 60 day lag in real estate, and the interest rates just got bumped. Now we're over 6%. We're 6% to 6.25%. I predict by the end of the year we're going to be 7-8%. If they make all the increases they say they're going to make, we still got, I think it's 3 more increases. So you just need to get prepared. And the 3 things I want to share with you to get prepared, it will help you, because when the market starts shifting, And I mean, we're at 8.6% inflation, you guys. And it's crucial that you understand what's going on. And you've never been in it. So how could you understand it? If you're under 40 years old, you probably don't get what's going on. And I feel like that it's our duty to share with you what the things you need to do. So number one, you got to get your debt under control. As interest rates are rising, so are the interest rates on your credit cards. Now, yes, you may have a fixed rate on your home, so congratulations. That was probably one of the smartest things you did if you refinanced. I mean, just think about was it November? We were still getting less than 3% on interest rates for mortgages. And here we are, 7 months later, it's now over 6, so it's almost double. You're going to pay double the interest, and that way it means you qualify for less. And that's why you're going to see the market start shifting, because people are going to qualify for less, so it brings the market down for people to sell their houses. I mean, honestly, I sold my house because, dang, you guys, I offered it to another real estate agent who came and looked at it 2 years ago for $650. Can you believe that? If they'd have bought my house for $650 2 years ago, I just sold it for $995. That's $345,000 profit they could have made. I'm just grateful they didn't buy it and I didn't put it on the market. And I mean, I was going to be happy with going from $425 to $650, but I am extremely happy going from $425 to $995. Real estate can change the trajectory of your life. Most of you, if you own real estate, your net worth, especially if you're 20s, 30s, and 40s, I guarantee you most of your net worth, the highest percentage of your net worth, is in your house. So remember that. That's why real estate's crucial. That's why you should buy real estate. And you know what? It doesn't matter what market you buy in if you're holding. I've always been a buy and hold. I've just started selling in the last couple years because, let's just face it, when you can double and triple, and I'll put a video up on some things I've sold that I've doubled my money on and tripled my money on. I mean, when you can do that, you should sell, because you may not get that opportunity, because real estate has cycles and we may go into another bear market. Remember, we started the markets, the last time we had this happen, a shift in the market, was 2006. So we hit the peak in 2006, and it takes years, it drops years. It took till April 09 to hit the bottom in my area. Now remember, real estate is local. Everybody's area is different. Everybody gets affected differently. Some people had huge increases in their real estate. Some people maybe only had a 5 to 10% increase. So you need to know that real estate is very local. But in 06, we didn't hit the bottom till 09. It took 2 years. And then you guys, we continued to drop till 2000. It continued to stay low. I want to say not necessarily more dropping, but it continued to stay low. And in some areas, it did drop. For us, it continued to stay low and kind of leveled out. And then by 2012, so think about that, top in 6, started going down in 7, hit the bottom in 9. In 2012, it started climbing out very slowly. Okay, so that's a long time. And that's why you have to buy in the down markets and hold. And I think that, if you haven't ever been in this market, you wouldn't know. So 3 things that you need to be focused on. Getting your debt paid off. Okay? Get your debt paid off. If you refinance and you got the low interest rate, do not pay your home off. You'll never get that interest rate again. That was a smart move, okay? Use your money to pay off your car. If you have a high interest car loan, work on the highest interest rates that you are paying right now. So it's usually going to be your credit cards. And what you need to do is work on getting debt paid off. I know everybody has a different philosophy in this. I am totally debt-free. I've paid everything off. And I will tell you that it happened over years of being smart and diligent. It didn't happen overnight. It takes a commitment and it takes discipline. I said no when other people were saying yes. And that has been an issue with our world. People want something nice or new, and they'll just go buy it, and they'll buy it on credit. If I don't have the money, I don't buy it. And that's how I lived my 20s and 30s. And I will tell you, it's made my life really peaceful. I have a lot of joy around my life because I'm not worried about it if I can pay a bill. If all my tenants moved out, I'm still fine. I have 3 months of reserves for every rental property. All of my properties are paid for, and that happened over 30 years, you guys. This doesn't happen overnight. We are in a society that we want everything right now, and it's not going to happen right now. So just know that. Get your debt paid off, especially during the down market. It's really important. It will eat you alive because they can continue to raise your interest rates. So, number one, get your debt paid off. Number two, you need to start paying attention to what you're paying for your food, your gas, your electricity. You need to start getting very purposeful in saving money. So when I go to the grocery store, I compare prices. I probably didn't do that a lot in the last few years. With inflation and with prices going so up, you've got to get purposeful in your spending. Why spend $3 more for this detergent because it's a name brand than I can spend over here? Why spend $5 to $6 more for coffee when I can get it cheaper over here? You guys, that little bit, just saving $20, $30 on a grocery trip every week will make a difference for your family. You can use that money on gas because we got no control on gas. I will tell you, I tell my husband, I said, you know what? We make $800 a quarter on Exxon. I bought the stock when it was $30. When the market dipped in 2020 in March, I bought it when it was $30. I'm making $800 a quarter. So Exxon, my stock in Exxon is paying my gas. That's how you want to do. You want to set up your life where your essential expenses are paid by other investments, and you use your active income to buy more assets. That's always the goal. So number three. So number one, we're going to work on paying our debt off. Number two, we're going to pay attention to what we're paying on things. Number three, check all your insurance quotes, your health insurance, if you own rental property, your car insurance, your rental property insurance, your home insurance. And what I found is that rates are varied all across the board. And you can use an extra $200, $300 a year in your bank account, because if you own a home right now, your taxes have gone through the roof. We'll all get that readjusted next year. But right now, because of all the high sales and overinflated sales, so to speak, all of us got tax increases. And I did a video on that, and I'll put a link to that. So those three things can really help you in the next few months combat inflation. To fight inflation. It will help you move forward, because here's the deal. These are the times that you want to use your money to buy assets. You're going to want to buy rental property, and it may be 6 months, it could be 8 months before we really start seeing the effects of the interest rates. But I'm going to tell you, I have sold my house. I moved into one of my rentals. This is my new studio. I'm living in one of my own duplexes. And I don't just preach this stuff. I live it. Did I want to move out of my 2 acres on the lake, beautiful home that you saw in my video? Here, I'll put another link for it. No, but I'm smart with my money. I didn't get here doing $5 haircuts by not making great decisions. And these decisions are about discipline. And it may be time for you to put your house on the market, take your profit. You may never get that amount of money again immediately tax-free. Remember, if you've lived in your house 2 of the last 5 years and you're single, you can make up to $250,000. If you're married, you can make up to $500,000 and file your taxes, married or single. You can make up to $500,000 tax-free. Now that is how you make money. So we're going back to that. We're going to move every two years and sell the property, and we can take it and be tax-free. All right, you guys, I hope this helped you. I know the inflation's just crazy. I will tell you that now's the time to get real purposeful with your money, and we'll get through this together. I'll see you next Tuesday. Remember, it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep and what you do with it. Are you buying assets to throw you off of passive income? See you next Tuesday.